Hey, I'm John Greaves III. I'm the founder of Garage Gym Life, and since May, I've been enjoying using the seal roll pad attachment from Bells of Steel here in my home gym. I love the versatility of this attachment and the fact that it's compatible with racks from multiple brands. Hit the like button to tell the algorithm that content like this is what you want to see more of on YouTube, and hit subscribe to help me grow the channel and reach more people who might find this content useful. Okay? Let's talk about the main thing that I love about this attachment, and that's the cross-brand compatibility. As a product reviewer, I go through multiple power racks a year, and I hate it when I get a power rack only to find out that it isn't compatible with my favorite attachments. As you can see, I have the seal roll pad mounted on my current rack, which is a Marcy STB 98005, and it fits perfectly. Since I got the seal roll pad, I've had 3 different racks here in my home gym. The Evol PW P3a tank, an older Williams Strength 3x3 rack, and now this Marcy rack, and I've been able to use the seal roll pad with all of them. Obviously, there are several seal roll type pads on the market, so you're probably familiar with the concept, but just in case you're not, the idea is that you can use this pad to perform any exercises that you would need chest or upper back support for, but without having a bulky bench. It also gives you the option of having an adjustable bench set up for one exercise and the seal roll pad set up for an exercise that complements that one without having 2 benches taking up space in your home gym where space is often limited. Typical examples of movements you can use a seal roll pad for include chest flies, reverse flies, Kelso shrugs, of course seal rows, couch stretches, incline curls, Bulgarian split squats, step ups, Jefferson curls, dumbbell or barbell pullovers, and if you have a rack that includes a functional trainer attachment, which I unfortunately currently do not, you can use it as a seat for lat pull downs. Allegedly, it can also be used for hip thrusts, but since I don't do those in the gym, I can neither confirm nor deny that assertion. When Kayvon, the founder of Bells of Steel, offered to let me bring this pad home from Home Gym Con, he asked me what my rack measurements were because the seal roll pad has options for a 2.3 by 2.3 rack with 5/8 holes, 3x3 with 5/8 holes, and 3x3 with 1-inch holes, which is the one I have here. And I'm going to say, based on my personal experience, that if you get the 3x3 with 1-inch holes, the Bells of Steel seal roll pad should work with it. The seal roll pad has 7 adjustable positions, and it's rated for 500 pounds loading capacity, which should be more than enough for whatever your creativity can come up with. A few more stats. The seal roll pad is 16 inches long, or 407 millimeters if you're down with the metric system. It's 12 inches or 305 millimeters wide, and 2.25 inches or 57 millimeters thick. Now, I don't know if the pad surface is vinyl or not, but I can tell you that it's nice and grippy, and I don't have any fears that I'll slip if I'm doing something like flies on it. The stitching on the upholstery is holding up pretty well, even though it's now outside the 90-day limited warranty period. And speaking of warranties, according to the Bells of Steel website, the structural welds have a limited lifetime warranty against defects in material, functionality, and workmanship. Now, I say according to the website because I haven't had to test the warranty. In fact, I've been pretty satisfied with the sturdiness and durability of this product overall. The seal roll pad comes with 2 mag pins that lock the pad in place. The pins are embossed with the Bells of Steel logo, which I think is a nice touch from an aesthetic standpoint, and you can move the pins around to adjust the pad angle pretty easily to any of those 7 positions I mentioned earlier. Now, let's talk about where I think the seal roll pad could be improved. So as I said, there are other similar products on the market, and the most recent designs have an additional option to adjust the support pad to different positions. The best example that comes to mind is the Thresher pad from Darko Lifting, but there are others which allow the support pad to flex up and down, whereas this Bells of Steel product has a fixed pad, which to me limits the functionality. That isn't necessarily a deal breaker for me, it's just recognizing that this is an older design. And I also have to admit that I don't know what Bells of Steel has planned for this product going forward. They could choose to upgrade the seal roll pad, or Bells of Steel may choose to add another surface pad option to their inventory with the ability to rotate. I will say that the seal roll pad has 3 different price points. The 2.3 by 2.3 with 5/8 holes comes in at $169. The Hydra 3x3 with 5/8 holes costs $199.99 plus shipping. And the Manicore, which are the 3x3 racks with 1-inch holes, cost $229.99 plus shipping. Compare those prices to $259 for the Thresher pad, which is only for 3x3 racks with 1-inch holes, or $299 for the Exponent Edge Infinity Arm, which also has options for both 5/8 and 1-inch holes. And then there's the Rogue Pritchett pad, which is the most comparable unit to the Bells of Steel Seal Roll pad. That unit costs either $275 for the Monster Light option with 5/8 holes, or $295 plus shipping for the Monster with 1-inch holes. The Seal Roll pad weighs 40 pounds and you can easily mount it on the rack to store it, which is how I prefer to store mine. Notice that I didn't say that's how my wife prefers it to be stored. So if you're watching my videos and you don't see it hanging on the rack, just draw your own conclusions. Before I forget, I did see a customer review in our home gym on Reddit by a Reddit user named Tron3001, who has the Seal Roll pad in the Hydra option for a 3x3 rack with 5/8 spacing. And he pointed out that on his model, which he also has set up on a non-Bells of Steel rack, quote, the inside of the attachment is lined with UHMW plastic to protect the rack, which is a nice thought. But he goes on to say that the plastic only extends so far up the interior, and as a result, the edge easily scratches your rack when putting it on or removing it. He says that he's addressed the issue by putting some tape over the edge to prevent future scratches, but it is something to keep in mind if you decide to order this. I myself haven't noticed any scratches when using mine, and as I said, I've used it with 3 different racks from 3 different companies, but again, keep it in mind when deciding whether to get this or not. All in all, I like this product and I appreciate Kayvon and Bells of Steel for giving me the chance to play around with it, and I'm definitely going to keep it here in my home gym, which isn't the case with every product I review. But after using it for a few months, I can say that I'm sold. So if you guys want a Seal Roll pad, you're gonna have to buy your own because you cannot have mine. The link to find out more or to purchase one of these for your power rack is in the description for this video. And be sure to drop a comment if you have any questions that I didn't answer in the course of this review. I'll either be sure to address them myself, or I'll see if I can't get someone from Bells of Steel to jump in the comments and respond to anything that I can't answer myself. If you're still watching, you obviously enjoy my content, so click the video in the top corner to check out some other Bells of Steel products that I really like, or click the video in the bottom corner to find out whatever happened to the Bells of Steel industrial trap bar with the extra long sleeves.